Hello everybody! It's not Wednesday because it's the first day of our Chilling Challenge. If you don't know what the Chilling Challenge is, watch our video from yesterday to find out. Today's theme is favorite female animated villain. My favorite female animated villain is pretty popular. In case you didn't watch our Newlywed Game, my favorite female animated villain is in fact Maleficent, in case the horns didn't give it away. Maleficent was first featured in Disney's Sleeping Beauty in 1959, and she's voiced by Eleanor Audley. Eleanor Audley was kind of a Disney favorite because not only did she voice Maleficent, but she also voiced Lady Tremaine in Cinderella 9 years earlier. And she's the voice of Madame Leota in The Haunted Mansion, although Leota's face is based off Disney Imagineer Leota Toombs. It's been reported by sources that may or may not be correct that Eleanor Audley initially turned the part of Maleficent down because she was dealing with a really nasty case of tuberculosis. It's said that Walt Disney himself convinced Audley to take the role after the success of Cinderella. Not only did Audley voice the character of Maleficent, but she was also the live-action model for her, which basically means she put on the Maleficent costume and acted out the part in front of the animators of the film, most notably Marc Davis, one of Disney's 9 old men. This allowed the animators to accurately capture the way that Maleficent would move. And we all know that Maleficent is one of the most regal villains in Disney history. So needless to say, I trust Eleanor Audley with regality. Maleficent is obviously supposed to exude evil, which is why Marc Davis gave her as pointed a look as he did. Her collar comes up high and points off in different directions, resembling bat wings. And I think it's pretty obvious that her horns are supposed to bring to mind images of the devil. By all Disney accounts, Maleficent is an evil fairy. She's closer in relation to Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather than Ursula, a sea witch, or Jafar, a part-time genie, part-time sorcerer, part-time inexplicable magician? I think this says a lot about fairies, considering Maleficent quite blatantly calls herself the mistress of all evil. Apparently, Maleficent could have been an old crone, quite like the original Wicked Witch of the West, but Marc Davis was so impressed with Eleanor Audley's powerful, intimidating voice that Maleficent couldn't be anything less than what she is. Maleficent didn't make the cut for AFI's 50 Greatest Villains list, but man did. That's right, the entire human race made it onto this list over the Mistress of All Evil. You wanna know why? Bambi, that's why. She did, however, take the number 7 spot on Empire's 50 Best Animated Movie Characters list because, quote-unquote, she turns into a frickin' dragon, what more do you need? The soundbite that's used when Maleficent pounds her staff on the ground in a christening scene is also the same soundbite used when she snaps her jaw as a dragon. It's also the same soundbite used when Tick-Tock the Croc from Peter Pan snaps his jaw. Many subsequent Disney characters have been based on Maleficent, and the closest, in mine and many other people's opinions, is Jafar. In fact, for Marc Davis's 80th birthday, Andreas Deha, the supervising animator for Jafar, drew Marc a picture of Jafar asking Maleficent to dance by telling her that she inspires him. It's kind of my favorite piece of Disney fan art. Needless to say, I'm Team Jaleficent. Speaking of Andreas Deha, he got to meet Eleanor Audley quite a few years ago, and she recalled to him the time that Disney held a private screening of Sleeping Beauty just for her. Deha wrote on his blog that Eleanor Audley felt privileged and adored the film. It's hard not to when you voice 2 of the most memorable Disney villains as well as Madame Leota. In the 2014 live-action version of Maleficent's story, Angelina Jolie, who played the titular character, wanted to stay as close to Audley's version of Maleficent while still bringing her own flair to the character. And I think she did this rather successfully. Maleficent is graceful and intimidating, but not unsympathetic and full of darkness. Both versions of this character are memorable and dynamic and amazing, and I'm really glad we have them both. Maleficent's my favorite female animated Disney villain because she's evil for the sake of being evil while still being very graceful and regal and scary. She's terrifying. You remember her because she's Maleficent. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to us, please do so, especially if you want to keep watching our Chilling Challenge. The Scrivener will see you tomorrow.